Liss. The name of the program is The Way to Go. I invite you to join me each week at this time as we explore places to go and things to do. Do you know what a celebrity salon is? Well, you're going to know today because we're going to talk about celebrity salons. They're under the auspices of the Westchester Community College Foundation. And I have with me today two people from the Westchester Community College Foundation who are going to tell us all about it. John Fellis and Anita Helmrich. Did I do it right, Anita?
You did it right.
Well, I don't usually get names right, see, so you have to be very careful with me. So celebrity salons, what are they and how long have they been going on?
Celebrity salons have been going on for 4 years. This is the 4th season. They're a group of events that are put together. We work very hard for several months before we start to have them. And they're events that take place in private homes, and we have celebrities coming in to talk to the guests.
Very personal, very intimate.
Very personal. They're meant to be personal and
How
intimate.
many people how many guests can you have in someone's home?
Depending on the size of the house. If the house accommodates 20, we'll have 20. We have one this year that will accommodate only 20. It's a dinner party.
Oh.
We have just had another one last Sunday that accommodated 44, and that was a brunch party. We have another one coming up.
Yeah, so they run through the spring, so in different dates in April, in May, some before this program, some after this program. So let's talk about who some of the celebrity speakers are.
Well, this year we've had Jane Bryant Quinn. We had Roger Kahn, who wrote The Boys of Summer.
Oh, yeah.
And we are having, we had Zoe Caldwell and Robert Whitehead.
Both together, right?
Together.
Husband and wife.
Husband and wife.
Great people in the Westchester community.
Very nice people, very down-to-earth people, very different from many theatrical people, no egos.
Yes, they are great.
And very, very pleasant people. We have Frank Rich who's coming.
The controversial Frank Rich.
Controversial Frank Rich. That should be it. That one is going to accommodate 75 people.
He was controversial when he was the drama critic at the Times, and he's controversial in his op-ed column now, and should be a great attraction. So how did it all happen? Why did you start doing this, and what's involved with it?
Do you want me to take it, John, or do you want to take it?
Sure, I'll jump in.
Well, we sat around a table somewhere about four and a half years ago, and we determined that although Westchester Community College is a wonderful, wonderful place, it had a little bit of an image problem. People in the county didn't know about the college. So we decided that as much as we needed fundraising, we also needed friend-raising. And so we went this route to raise friends as well as funds. So we have been doing that, and we've been doing it very successfully. And we now have numbers of people that we have to turn away because they don't get their reservations into our events.
Really? So they're all overbooked. Is that what you said?
Most of them
Isn't
are
that
overbooked.
Great? Isn't that great? So how are they booked? Who makes the arrangements? Do you get involved with that, John? You're involved with special events?
Like I'm the staff person on the foundation. Anita's our board member, so I help coordinate putting these events together, and also once the invitations go out, making sure everything runs smoothly from that point. One thing I do want to say concerning the celebrity salons and how they came about, the one thing that I saw when I came to the foundation, we have an extremely active board of directors on the foundation.
It is so important.
And you can pull, I think the only reason this thing works as well as it does is because that the board is composed of so many good people in the community, from the business community, social and civic, people who are active in social and civic affairs, and they know people in the community and the different arts and professions.
So you answered, I think, that question is how do you get the people? And the people who are active on the foundation know a lot of people.
It's their contacts and the friends of friends, and they're people who are willing to do things for the foundation because of the of certain board people being active with the college.
Well, I've been aware of these celebrity salons for a number of years, and I am always astounded at the caliber of the speakers. People want to get speakers for all sorts of events, and it's not that easy to do.
No.
But you do a great job.
We put a lot of work into it also. We start in October to plan these for the following spring and through April through June. And we start, for instance, next year's salons, we'll be getting together end of September, beginning of October, and sending out letters, making phone calls, canvassing our board people, other people who are involved with the foundation to see who they might know. So it's a long process.
How about some of the people in the past who you've had? I know you've had a tremendous list of people.
We've had Oscar Hammerstein III, who gave a lecture on his great-grandfather and his great-great-grandfather.
He was here, and we talked about it on this program. He's the family historian, of course.
He is the family
He had a very
historian.
interesting line when I said, how come so many of your uncles and your aunts and the whole family are in the theater in one form or another? He says, well, that's the family business.
Yeah.
I think that's a wonderful line. Wonderful man. Wonderful
We
man.
had Oscar, or Andy as he's called, and we had Lester Crystal, who is on our board, by the
Is
way.
he?
And Lester Crystal, of course, is the executive producer or director of the Jim Lara Hour.
Right.
And Lester's been very helpful to us in all ways.
Mm-hmm.
And who else have we had?
People
John,
who
in
know
the past
people.
years?
Adam Smith,
We had Adam Smith,
Neil Mazzella.
Neil Mazzella, and Laurie Beachman, who just died. I don't know whether you...
Sure. We're quite aware of that.
And, Laurie and Neil came and talked about Broadway 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they were wonderful, lively, and full of fun. That was a very sad story.
Yes, it was. It's amazing that you're able to do that. What is this great power that Westchester Community College has? I mean, I know Joe Hankin, Dr. Joseph Hankin, the president. As I keep saying, every time I see him, he seems to get younger. And he's a great, powerful force, I think, in the community, and well-known, well-liked, very active. What about Westchester Community College? What's its image? What's its function?
I think the important thing to remember about the college, and a lot of people don't realize this, its benefit to the community as a whole. We have 20,000 people who come to the college for one reason or another, whether it's to continue their education, career change, students who start at 18, people coming back at 90, who are just want to pursue, continue their lifelong education. And when you talk about 20,000 students per year over the years, what you have out in the community is a broad base of people who have been helped in one form or another by this college. And they may come for 1 year, 2 years. A lot of them, obviously, come into 2-year school, come to the college and go on to 4-year institutions and continue their education and get their degrees. But a lot of the people who attend the college remain in the community. Yes. Unlike other colleges where you go off to school and you 4 years you're in that environment and then you go back home or find jobs in some other parts of the country. A lot of the people remain in the county. I think that's why there's a special place in people's hearts in this community for the college, because it's impacted someone in their family over the years.
Now, is Westchester Community College, it's a county county funded, or is it part of...
It's county and it's state.
It
and
also
tuition.
state.
Yes,
We're part of the state university system.
Part of the state university
Right.
system. The foundation, its function, its mission, which we hear that term so often. What is its mission?
Its function is to support scholarships primarily. And there are many, many people in this county who need help. In spite of the fact that the tuition is the lowest in the county, there are many students who cannot afford even that. And the stories that we hear when we attend some of the events, when students win honors or when they win scholarships or when they attend graduation, are heartwarming. They really, there's a motivation and an enthusiasm among the students here at this college that we sometimes don't even see at the Ivy League schools. And so we're very impressed with the job that's done. It isn't only the funds and the scholarship, it's the support system at the school as well. The faculty, the administrators, the staff, people care about other people. And as soon as the students get into this setup, they feel it. And it just gives them confidence in many cases where they didn't have any confidence, in many cases where they had never had family in college, and they just go on and do some wonderful things.
It's rewarding, isn't it?
Very gratifying to be part of a group that works with the college.
The foundation, is it a large organization? Is it ever growing in terms of membership?
Well,
I mean,
there actually isn't members.
Board.
It's the board of directors of the foundation. We have a staff of 10 people who work within the foundation. We cover, the foundation is responsible for the volunteer program at the college, for alumni affairs, running the special events. Not only special events, but we're involved with many other things, support activities of the college also, which we can go into. But it's about a 10-member office of the foundation. We don't have actually a membership to belong to the foundation, but obviously through our various events and programs we run, there are people who support us through the years, and we have a donor base basically that do contribute a lot to our scholarship program, which is a major function of the foundation.
You mentioned activities. Some of those activities are what?
Well, for instance, one of the things I think we should highlight, because it's coming up shortly, is the Wildflower Center at the college. One of the things I said before about Celebrity Salons, about our board being very active, one of our board members is on the national board of the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center. She came up with the idea of having affiliates of the National Wildflower Center, and Westchester Community College is now going to be the first regional affiliate of the center. And we're going to be kicking this off in May 16th. We have a symposium, a wildflower symposium. If anyone wants to get involved, we have our own mailing list, obviously.
What exactly is involved here? It's a symposium?
Well, it's a symposium.
What are the events?
We have a number of speakers who are in the field, people who were involved with horticultural or wildflower gardening clubs. I may have heard some people from Westchester community also, Paige Dickey, Sarah Stein, Daryl Morrison. We'll all be speaking at this symposium.
Is it a one-day?
It's a one-day event, and it's going to be kicking off the fact that we are going to be the affiliate of the National. And we also have demonstration gardens being planned on the college campus that will be basic demonstration gardens for wildflower cultivation.
The executive director of Lady Bird Johnson's Austin Center is coming up as well. He was the one who came up and who looked at our campus to see whether it would be the proper site for the event. And
this is the first time you're doing it?
Yes.
This is it, yes.
This is a first.
Do you have an immediate reaction as you go through the planning stage? Do you have immediate reaction that wild enthusiasm for
this one, yes.
It's incredible.
Wild.
It's
really wild.
Westchester has a plethora of garden clubs and people involved with horticulture, and we've drawn a new crowd to the foundation and the college itself with this program. Which is one of the reasons we went into it. As Anita said, one of our functions is to bring more people into the college and enhance the image. And this is one of those programs that does that.
It's interesting. Now, you're both involved. It's you're chairman of the Celebrity Salons. You're involved with special events. Are you always looking for new things to do?
No, I think we have a very full plate.
Really.
The staff would like to say, let's put a cap on things.
Really?
I want to throw a bouquet to John and to the staff. He threw one to the board. We are a very wonderful board and an active board, but we have the most cooperative staff working with the board. And people work together very well. John and I work together a lot, and we like each other, so things run smoothly.
That helps a lot. Yes. You hear today so many negative stories about people, organizations, memberships are failing, they're not working, volunteers are not volunteering, and it's heartening to hear that you're having just the opposite, that people are active, that you've got events that are well attended. I was just reading in the paper the other day that they were calling a conference on one subject, and they had to cancel it because not enough people registered, or they wanted to get a group of corporations together for something. 12 people said they would come, it's 12 organizations, and 6 showed up. And yet to hear, what is it that you people got? What's the formula that we can convey to other people and say, hey, here's the formula for success? Is it A good cause or good workers?
In the first place, it's a very good cause. Is that right? Did you want to say something?
Yeah, well,
John?
go ahead. I got my thoughts.
It's a very good cause. We're very careful about the kind of programs and projects that we sponsor, and
that,
we
yes.
do quality programs and
yes.
projects. Do you know about our literary symposium?
No, I don't.
Should we tell them?
Sure.
I hope so.
Okay. Well, every year, this is an annual event, we run a literary symposium. And I think we've had 13 so far, but last year was really a very special one. Our guests were Catherine Graham, Frank McCourt, Allegra Kent, Leonard Garment, and the moderator was Carol Jenkins. And we went through the roof with that. Our theater holds 400. We had 600 people subscribe, and so we put them all over the campus and we piped the program in. But that's a very well-attended program every year. We're working on the next one that's coming up in November. It's always the last Sunday before Thanksgiving. And I think that the reason we're successful is that, as I said, we work hard to get quality programs going. We try to get people who are not dead weights and really participate and work, and they do. And I don't think we have too many egos there, do we?
No, not at all. And I just want to reiterate, support what Anita said about the quality of the programming. I think I've worked in places, and I'm sure you've seen it also, where you come up with an idea, you have a program, you do it because someone says you have to do it, and you get through it. I think the quality of the things we do, people really enjoy putting these events together, and they're serving a purpose which goes beyond just the event itself. And the people that we have in the foundation staff and the board are committed to making sure that any kind of program we have reflects well on the college itself, and it's just not an event unto itself.
I'm listening to you and I'm saying, what's the formula? What's the secret? Because if I knew, maybe I could bottle it and sell it around the world. And
it's a chemistry of everyone that's involved. I think it comes from the top down with the college president, as you said, Dr. Joseph Henkin. I mean, there's an individual who's been president of the college for 27 years now, since 1972.
He started when he was 3.
Yeah, a lot of people say. But it starts there, and the college atmosphere itself with the deans and, the assistant vice president has been there 25 years. It starts from the top down like that. Our board members, we have a number of board members, 10 years on the board at least, and people still involved with the college some of the people who even were involved with the foundation 15, 20 years ago are with the board of trustees, move on to the foundation. So there's almost like a lifelong commitment to the college, and I think that's part of it. You don't have a transient group of employees or board members that are there that move on to another project. Everyone's pretty much committed to the college.
What's the appeal for you, Anita? You've been doing this and you're involved. He's describing you, and what's the appeal?
It's a learning experience. When you get into a school like this, when I came on the board, I knew very little about Westchester Community College. I had served on the board of the Westchester Arts Council, which I enjoyed. And as I learned more about what happens on this campus, it just pulled me in. It had a great pull. And I've enjoyed working and doing what I do. And as John said, the people that you work with are workers. They're dedicated. We have on the campus, we should mention, John, that there is a children's center that one of our board members decided was necessary to have for the children of students and faculty where there are extra places. And initially, the children's center accommodated 35 children. And then our board member was very instrumental in enlarging the Children's Center. It now can take in 95 or 96 children. And last year that new section was dedicated. Libby Pataki came to the dedication. And one of the mothers, a single mother who had 4 children, who could not have made college and gotten off welfare, spoke right after Libby Pataki did and told us and touched us deeply with what her experience had been. And this is not a one-person experience. This happens all the time.
What's the age?
Infants until 6.
Infants to 6, yeah.
Infants until 6. And so we have infants, and we have a 97-year-old student, Dr. Hankin tells us. I haven't met her, but there's somebody who's 97.
The appeal to you as a volunteer?
It's gratifying to be I spend a lot of time with this, but it's gratifying, time well spent. It's going to helping people who need help. You know, most of us who live in Westchester who have children have sent them to college, and they've all gone to Ivy League schools or good schools, and we haven't had too much contact or touch with those who don't have that same opportunity. And the contrast is wonderful to see, and it's not that the contrast for the students who don't have anything is good, but it's wonderful to see their motivation and to see their accomplishments when they're given a chance and an opportunity.
I think the cause is great, and I keep hearing from you that the people that are involved are great, and it's a pleasure to do it. So it's not volunteering and giving up time. It's more than that.
You get as much or more.
It's a way of life.
You get as much or more back as what you give.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm impressed. I've worked for a number of nonprofits through my career, and this one in particular, the amount of time some board members put in, the meetings are incredible. I mean, there isn't a day that goes by that there isn't some committee or subcommittee that's working on some project, and a lot of these board members put into 2 or 3 different committees.
There's so many things happening that I want to be absolutely sure that we give a telephone number that people can call to get more information about the foundation and what it does and how they can participate and how they can help get on the mailing list. Why don't you give that number, John?
That's 785-6670.
And that, of course, a 914 number.
914 number, and if someone is there from 8:30 to 5. And as I said, if it's just a matter of just getting on our mailing list and making sure you get an invite to some of the programs and special events we run, we'll put you on the mailing list.
Repeat that number, would you?
785-6670.
And we'll put it up in the closing credits as well, so that in case anybody doesn't have a pen handy at the moment, this is a good time to get one and be ready for it. I want to get back to the celebrity salons. What is this? Are they serious? Do you try to base them on serious subjects? What has the appeal? Is it entertainment? Is it amusing? You have theater. You have sports. You have investments.
That's one of the things we try to do when we sit down. We want to make sure it's a broad spectrum of entertainment that's out there, whether it's in the theater, the arts, financial. This year, for the first time, we kept saying every year, let's have something musical. And so finally this year on our program is Christina Kim, who's a Westchester resident, who's a violinist, an accomplished violinist, who will be giving a program at a home in Westchester.
You're doing Kaikut too, aren't you?
We're doing Kaikut. Kaikut has been receiving enormously large numbers of people who, believe it or not, have not been. And so each year we've been adding another tour. And this year we have 3. And they're on the same day, on June 14th.
Kaikut, of course, is the Rockefeller home. And it is the major Westchester attraction for people from all over the world, and has really provided a tremendous impetus to tourism in Westchester. I know it's very, very, very highly esteemed. And so you include 3 tours.
We have 3 tours on the same day, leaving 15 minutes apart. 2 of them have been filled, but we still have a few places on the
all on the same day.
All on the same day.
That's simply great.
You asked Norman about what we do. We try to get a potpourri of events, and it's not only entertainment, it's interests, what people are interested in. Finance is big these days, and so we had Jane Bryant Quinn, and we have a chef coming. We didn't mention our chef. Apparently there's a lot of interest in cooking, and we have, are we allowed to mention a name?
Sure.
Jean-Louis
of course.
Of the very famous restaurant in Greenwich, and he is going into a private home to actually cook and sample, and he's bringing his sommelier, is that the way you pronounce it, along with him.
If talking about cooking, I think you and our viewers will be interested in knowing that in a few weeks I will be interviewing one of the food critics for the New York Times. They go into restaurants anonymously, so we have promised him that he can be disguised, that he would, anytime that food critics are the only ones that I know that do things anonymously, not like theater critics or book critics, because if they do not go in anonymously, then people will cater to them, and it won't be a true sampling, and they do go back several times. So this is Eric Asimov, who writes $25 and under, and he will be coming in a disguise, and we'll talk about what makes a good restaurant.
Is he a Westchester person? We'll put him on our list for next year.
He is not.
He is not,
No,
okay.
he's not. A lot of people do come up to do the show from New York City and from a lot of other areas, and just Westchester audience is a very strong audience, so we do that. How about the future? You talked about, we've been talking about booking in September. We'll start talking about the future.
The following year.
Do you have any plans yet about how many different programs do you have? How many of these salons do you do each year?
We have 11 this year. And since they filled so rapidly and we had such a quick response and filled them some of them the first week, we thought perhaps we'd have to do more than 11 next year to be able to accommodate all the people who want to come.
Do you think you'll be able to get enough celebrities to
We have
fill
4
your salon?
houses promised already.
4 houses for next
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
I mean, as this has grown and people in the community have seen it and attended them, they now offer us their homes to host these events.
I know the Bronx Council for the Arts, the Bronx Arts something, do concerts in homes, mostly in Riverdale, and the setting, having it in someone's home is really a wonderful setting. And it's so interesting to me when you go to these and realize how these homes lend themselves to being theater. The setting themselves, to see these homes, not like the house that just sold for $20 million. We're not talking about that one, right? Well, that wouldn't be bad to visit either if you could arrange. I think
Wouldn't
we
be
get a big
intimate.
hardly intimate. Is it tough keeping the caliber high? Do you settle? Do you have to ever settle? I don't think so from this year's program.
No.
That you've done that.
No, but that's a question that comes up every year.
We wonder sometimes which will sell very fast, and what we try to do is get a house that can accommodate a larger number of people if we expect, for example, Frank Ridge is going to be a large one. And then some of the others where we feel that it's a limited appeal, where it has a limited appeal. We try to
Do in
put that
someone's
person
kitchen.
in a smaller house. We're going into it.
That's right. You are
John
doing
Louis,
it.
but we have a wait list for that one too.
Well, you've been just terrific in telling us about these wonderful celebrity salons at Westchester Community College and the foundation and the work that you do. I think it's wonderful, and I thank you both so much for coming here and enlightening me and enlightening our audience. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We've been talking today about celebrity salons at the Westchester Community College. My guests have been Anita Helmrich and John Fellis of Westchester Community College Foundation. Very enlightening, very interesting program. Support it. I'm Norman Liss. The name of this program is The Way to Go. And until next week at this time, enjoy yourself.